What is it that we're looking at right here?
So this is our Black Angus strip loin. We use this for our signature sandwich called the Fight Club. So it's like a riff on a club sandwich.
The Fight Club. And so this is a roast beef club.
Yeah, so we roast our beef in-house. Most people use like a top round. We prefer to use a strip loin, a little bit more tender, a little bit more marbling.
Yeah, because I think of roast beef usually being fairly lean, but I can see there's a lot of nice fat on the top of this.
Exactly. So I like to break it down into a little bit smaller portions, and then this will give us a good look of our marbling.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that's a really, that's a really pretty cut right there.
Nice piece of steak right there. So you have this sinew back here, so I'm gonna trim that off first. And that's just gonna be tough when you roast it. And then we have this kind of back fat down here. So I'm gonna take that off as well. And then I'll split it one more time. And this one doesn't have a ton of fat on the top of it, so here you can kind of see what we're talking about.
Nice little fat cap.
Nice fat cap, nothing crazy, so I don't think we need to trim too much of this off. Same idea here. Trim that off. Trim this tendon, and then we'll split this one as well.
4 beautiful cuts of meat to work with right here.
Sir.
So what do you season this with?
We season it up. We have a little fenugreek mixture here. So we're just gonna give these a nice hearty rub down. It's got some basil, thyme, rosemary, salt, black pepper, chili flake, and some fenugreek in there, which is a really fun seasoning I think people underutilize. So now that we've seasoned this one up, we're gonna take this in the kitchen, give it a nice hard sear and some oil in a big skillet. Then we're gonna roast it in the oven just until it's about medium rare. We're gonna let it rest so that all the juices can stay inside of there. And then once it's chilled, we're gonna slice it up real thin for our sandwiches, and then we portion them out.
All right, so chef, we get to make some sandwiches now?
Oh yeah. And this is our roast beef, all cooled and sliced. If you wanna try a piece.
You're right, that is not dried out like some of the roast beef I've had before. And fenugreek, is that the flavor you
Yeah,
mentioned?
fenugreek is one of the main ones in there.
Way to go with an underutilized ingredient.
Thank you,
I
yeah,
like that.
thank you.
So how do you put the whole Fight Club together?
Sure, so first we start with our bread, and we're gonna heat up our bacon. We keep our roast beef cold. So I'm just gonna throw the bacon on the flat top over here, just to kind of warm it up. And then we butter the bread. We got one of these fancy little turner things here.
And I like that you're using white bread, you know. There's a place for multi-grain bread out there in the world, but a nice comforting sandwich, sometimes you just have to do that on white bread.
Yeah, I always say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We get it from a local bakery. They call it Vienna white loaf. So it's light, airy, has a nice flavor to it. So then we're just looking for a nice sear on like that. For some of our other sandwiches, we make a house-made black pepper bacon, but for this one, we want something that doesn't overpower or overshine the roast beef.
That bacon is smelling mighty good, chef.
Yeah, it's probably more than we need, but hey.
Let's put a few extra,
You know?
yeah. Let's load it up.
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use our brown butter mayonnaise. So traditional mayonnaise are obviously egg yolks, some acid, and oil. In this case, we use brown butter, egg yolks, a little lemon and black pepper in here. So we're gonna
You'll
evenly
still get that acidity too.
Exactly, yeah, and it just gives it a little bit more nuttiness, a little more richness. And so with any sandwich, every bite should be the same. We wanna make sure that we cover the bread evenly. And you can see this is kind of melting a little bit.
This is kind of just reminding me of childhood right here. Just spreading lots of butter on a piece of toasted white bread.
Exactly, it's the best. Next, we're gonna load up our roast beef here. Nice even distribution. Again, wanna make sure that every bite is the same.
And why do you want every bite to be the same?
Well, then you don't get stuck with like just bread and lettuce, and nobody really wants that. You know, I mean, not that bacon and lettuce would be the end of the world, but you know.
A little bit of roast beef in every bite.
Yeah. And then we're gonna lay our bacon across. Again, even distribution. Next we got some roasted tomatoes, so they're roasted in a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic. This is like a little twist on traditional club sandwich. You would have just like some sliced tomatoes. So I'm gonna add
I'm just
that
glad they're
roasted
not
flavor.
sun-dried tomatoes.
No, no, not sun-dried. Don't have that capability.
Anything but.
And then we have shreddus, so just shredded iceberg lettuce.
Shreddus.
This is gonna add like a nice texture as well. It's nice crispness. It's like basically a glass of water at the end of the day, but you know.
Iceberg lettuce and white bread to complement this artisan roast beef. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll just cut it straight down the middle.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, that is a beautiful sandwich right there.
Thank you. You ready to eat?
Let's do it. Chef, this looks terrific. I'm
Thank
just
you.
gonna dig in here.
Yeah, do it up.
Right on, man. That's just awesome. So you're getting all those different textures with the crispiness of the lettuce, the crunch of the bread, also that acid from the tomatoes. That's a really nicely balanced sandwich.
Thank you. Yeah, and the mayonnaise gives it a nice, almost like dressing appeal to it.
There's just something so nice about a great sandwich. What can you say?
There is.
And chef, what are we drinking here?
So here at Fight Club, we actually have a draft cocktail program. So in front of you is our Sad Boys tea. It's going to be a vodka-based passion fruit and Earl Grey tea with a mint syrup. And then over here we have the Sandia. So it's watermelon juice, mezcal, lime, salt rim.
All right, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, here at Fight Club, we try to lean into more of the spirits of agave, rum, so mezcal, tequila heavy, and lots of different rums, making the drinks a little bit lighter and a little bit more summer forward.
A little bit more fun, all right.
Yeah.
Summer all year long.
Summer all year long.
I like that. As somebody who has a bunch of fine dining restaurants, is it fun sometimes just to kind of get into this kitchen and just start making some sandwiches?
Yeah, I mean, sandwiches are great for me, especially as an adult. It's just something fun. You can kind of throw the chef coat off and then just be a little fat kid with everything you make.
I don't like to talk about COVID a lot in this show for obvious reasons. But for you guys, it sort of was an opportunity too, right?
For sure, yeah. During the pandemic, we saw a lot of to-go orders for sandwiches. So we pivoted, decided to try out Fight Club, and we saw a huge success with that, with the neighborhood supporting us.
Yeah, everybody needed to find something to hold on to, a little bit of nostalgia, something from their past
Exactly.
during uncertain times.